So encapsulation means wrapping required data into single unit is called encapsulation. And also we can say to provide security, we do encapsulation. With the help of access modifiers, we do encapsulation. Access modifiers like private, public, protected. With the help of this, we achieve encapsulation. We will see an example how we achieve encapsulation. And private members are accessed within same class. Public members are accessed everywhere in a package or in a project. Then protected members are accessible within a package and outside a package, but in only child class. Okay. Private will be accessed within same class only. Public will be accessed everywhere within a class, outside a class, outside a file, outside a package, everywhere. And protected members will be accessed within package as well as outside package, but in outside package they will be accessed only in child class. Okay. And also there is one more scope called default. If you don't give any access modifier, then that will be considered as default scope. And default scope is within package only. If a particular member has a default scope, then that will be accessed within same package only, not outside. So here you can remember public and private easily, but for to remember the difference between default and protected access modifiers, okay, scope of these two is default strictly within package only accessible, not outside package, but protected will be accessible within package, and it will be accessible outside package but within child class only. So this is how scope for these access modifiers. We will see one example. Are you able to see my screen and my voice is audible to you?
Yes.
Okay. NCAP demo. I taken one NCAP demo class, created one package called NCAP Tract in this SRC folder, and created one NCAP demo class. I mark this public static void main and click finish. Now NCAP demo class will come. In that, main method will come. I will declare 4 types of methods. One is private. And second will be public. This will be protected. And one more member, that is default. If I don't specify any type here, I just say int a. This is considered as default type of variable, having default scope. what we will do, we will try to access these members at different places. We'll check whether these members access within same class, means which member will be accessible within same class and which member is not accessible outside the class, which members are accessible within same package, which members are not accessible within same package. So everywhere we will check step by step. First of all, take one more class here called class A. This I declare these variables. This is method of A. Within same class, I am trying to access these members. Now I will try to access member B within same class. D equal to. Now we'll check. So from here only we can guess that everyone is accessible within this class, because if it's not accessible, if it's not allowed, then STS shows us error. Okay, that's why we can say here every member is accessible within same class. I will try to access those members. I create object of A equal to A. I created object of this class and I call this method of A. I run this. Here you can see output A equal to 10, B 20. So everyone is accessible within same class. I'm accessing within same class. Now I will try to access in subclass. I take one class called class B, extends A. In this,
Mahesh,
yes,
but we are accessing in the NCAP demo class.
no. See, we are creating object of A. It means we are accessing in same class. We are accessing using object of A, not object of encapsulation.
Okay.
Yeah, from main method, we write lots of classes, but we write main method in any one class. And from that main class, we access properties of various classes, different classes, whichever we need.
Okay.
Okay. So here, object of A means we are accessing in A. If I say encap demo space E equal to new encap demo, then that will be, and if I call that method, then that will be, then that we can say that we are accessing into encap demo, not A. Okay, but if I am creating object of A, then I am accessing within same class. If I do like this, encap demo extends A. And if I create object of encap demo, then we can say I'm accessing in encap demo. Getting this point?
Huh.
Yes. Now we will see whether this method is accessible in subclass or not. This is subclass. I create a method called method of now you can see I comment this one part and we will try to access it now in subclass. Okay. To access that in subclass, create object of b1 equal to new b and call that method of. You can see here. So after running, it will show us compile time error. But here itself, this ID is showing us that here is a compile time error. He is not accessible because he is a private and private members are accessible within same class only. And all other are public. Public is accessible everywhere. No argument on this. I need to check this. This will be accessible everywhere. C and D. So C is a protected type that is accessible within same package. So we are in the same package, no problem. That will be accessible. D default. Default also within same package accessible. Yeah, no problem. So it's not showing error. Okay. Till now clear? Any doubt?
No doubt.
Now we will see non-subclass. We'll try to access it in non-subclass. Here on class say C. And I don't extend to A. I create object of X. And Y. Y dot A, Y dot B, Y dot C, and Y dot D. Here also you can see everyone is accessible except A. Private members are not accessible outside class, but public, protected, default members, these are accessible within package. No problem. All right. Any doubt in this? I'm not executing because at the time of writing itself, it is showing which one is allowed and which one is not. Okay. Yeah. So any doubt in this?
No.
Okay, fine. Let me comment this. We'll comment this one for. Now what we will do? We will create another file called ncap demo 2. This ncap practice. We will create one package ncap practice 2. In this ncap pact, we will create one new class called ncap or this main method, click finish. Here what we will do, we will try to access these members A, B, C, D, 4 types outside this file, outside this file. I will write here. What I will do here, I will extend A and just a minute. Okay, here you can see NCAP demo is a class in which this is a file in which a class is there, which has some members. What we are doing is we are trying to access these members outside this file into NCAP demo 2 file. For that, what we did, we extended A, we achieved a single inheritance here, extends A. Now, whatever there is in A that is available to our this file, but out of that, we can access only those access modifiers which are not private. Okay, private is not accessible outside class, I told. And as per that, you can see here, this we are trying to access outside class. So it is showing error for A. You can see here the field A dot A is not visible. Means privates are accessible within same class only. Then B, C, D. B is a public, C is a protected, D is a default scope. Then all these are accessible within same package. We know that. That's why no error here. Okay, any doubt in this?
No.
Now what we will do, we will try to access these members outside package. I will create one more package called NCAP Practor2. I take one class called NCAP Demo 3. Click new, click finish. And in this, we'll try to access members of this first class. This is first class and second class available in one package called NCAP Pract. You can see here also package declaration is there. And this NCAP Demo 3 is available in another package called NCAP Practor 2. What we will do now, this first file, which is available in first package, we will try to access members of this first file outside the package. But this class is not public. Okay, that's why we cannot access this class outside package. Okay, this class is not public because the default, as we know, default members are not accessible outside package, and class is default here. Okay, we're not specified any public or protected or anything here. It means what? This class is default type. So and we know scope of default packages, scope of default member is within package only. Okay, that's why class A's members or class A will not be accessible outside package. That's why we cannot test these members. Okay, so that's why what we will do, let us see, we'll do one more experiment. We'll try with protected. Okay, but only child members are accessible outside package. Okay, then we have to make it as a child. Let's try this. Cap demo. It will ask to import that class because we are outside package. Now let us check protected class A. Okay, what is problem for this? Remove invalid modifiers. Okay, this is not possible for it. Okay. For that, what we must do is we should take these members into this public class. So one question may arise in your mind that why don't we make this class as a public, right? To access its members outside package, right? This question might come in your mind that to access these members outside the package, why we are not making this class as a public? Okay, for now it's
Yeah.
not a public, that's why we are not able to access. Yeah. Then why we are not making it as a public? Because we can have only one public class in our file, and for main method we make it as a public. Okay. If I remove this public, this has a main method, right? I remove this public. Let me remove this as well. And if I do this public, then it means the class which is public, file name should be same name like this class. Okay, if I do A, if I give name A to encap demo, then see what happens. Also, we have error to this file. Let me check below code. Let me take this C. C already defined. Okay. Let's take Z. Okay, have you observed one thing, that the class to which we given name as a public, that should be the name of this file. Okay,
Right.
means got it?
Hmm.
Clear?
Yes.
So we want to keep, this is also okay if you do like this. Okay. We run this, but mostly if we keep this class as a public, we keep that one class public in which we write a main method. Mostly we prefer that. Not necessary, but we prefer that. So to focus on encapsulation, it is better not to go in deep of this public and all these things. But whatever I saw you, you can remember that. I make this as encap demo. So encap demo 1. Rename this because this class is public in our file. Okay, so this class is public. That's why we will write members in this class so that we can access outside the package and check which members are accessible and which members are not accessible. I declare these members. We'll change these members name X, Y, Z, and W, X, Y, Z. We have 4 members W, X, Y, Z in this class NCAP demo 1, and we'll try to access these members outside the package. Let us see which one will be accessible and which one will be not. This is file extends. I will do NCAP demo 1. Okay, NCAP demo 1. Now we can check which members are accessible. Here W is a private, not accessible. X is a public, accessible, correct. Y is a protected, and protected is accessible outside package but in child class. Okay, that's why Y is accessible, because we are in a child class of another package. And Z is not accessible because it has default scope, and default members are not allowed outside package. Any doubt in this? Clear?
No doubt.
Just a second. Okay, so this is about encapsulation, and now we'll see a little bit about abstraction. Yeah, so same thing you can apply with methods, same thing. These access modifiers, whatever scope they have with variables, that will be same for methods also. Okay, and that will be also applied for class also. If you understand for variables, then you understand for methods and class. The scope is same. Only just we saw practically how scope will be, these access, these members will have. Okay, we just saw with practically for variables. That is applied for methods. If you want to, if you try to access a private method outside class, that will not be accessible. Public method will be accessible everywhere. Okay, same thing. See this one table. For public, outer classes, in outer classes, public is allowed. In inner classes, public inner classes is allowed. Methods can be public. Variables can be public, but blocks will not be public. For interfaces, for outer interfaces, we can write nested interfaces. For outer interfaces, we can write public. For inner interfaces, we can write public. For all except blocks, we write public. Okay, for except block, we can write public to all these classes, methods, variables, interfaces, enums, constructors. And for private, only for outer class and for blocks and for outer interfaces and for outer enums. We don't write private. We have to remember this when we do coding. That time, sometimes these concepts may be needed. If we are implementing something, sometimes it will be needed. So we have to remember this by reading again and again. For protected, we can see for outer classes, we cannot write protected. For blocks, we cannot write protected. For outer interfaces and for enums, outer enums, we cannot write protected. In this way, this is given. Then synchronized. Synchronized means it is a keyword which is used to restrict threads, okay, to access a particular member or method. For example, there is a method called payment, okay, payment. And what is the requirement that this payment method should be accessed by only one thread at a time. Okay, at a time, more than one thread should not access this method. Then at that time, you can make that method as a synchronized. Then in thread, you will learn that. Then native methods. Native means if you write a code in Java, and if you write a code in Java, suppose a method, native method in Java, and if you try to run that code, methods code on another language like .NET or C language, then that will be possible. So such a methods are called native methods. Then strict FP. Whatever decimal point value we have, okay. For example, if I write one program and I store some decimal point value to float variable, then that float, if I take that program to another machine where another compiler is installed, okay, you can see there are various types of compilers like 32-bit compiler, 64-bit compiler, various types of there. Or there can be Borland compiler, Aztec compiler, like such a type of C compilers are there. In the same way, Java compiler, there are various types of Java compilers, or type can be different, 32-bit processor type compiler or 64-bit compiler. So as per that, if I write a program on 32-bit compiler and I store some decimal point value, floating value into a variable, float variable. And if I take that program to another machine where 64-bit processor is there, 64-bit processor compiler is there. And if I run that program and if I check the value of float variable, then that can change if we don't make that float variable as a strict FP. But if we make a float variable as a strict FP, then that will not be changed. The value will not be changed. Also, if you go to another compiler, okay, if you take that program and go to another compiler and compile it, then also you will get an exact decimal point value. Getting?
Yes.
Yeah. Transient we use to restrict serialization. We will see this in serialization topic in detail. Volatile. This is used to modify value of a variable by different threads. Strict FP abstraction. We will see some short part of abstraction and then we will stop.
Mahesh, let's stop today.